Lee Crab, what is going on, you guys? I feel like I haven't been behind the camera in so long. I've literally been gone every single weekend for the past like month. I feel like I'm always gone. I haven't done any car things. I've been traveling, been in Texas, been in South, I've been everywhere but home. But this weekend I am back home. It's Friday, just got off work. I'm actually at Greg's house right now. We're about to do some VR6 stuff with his car, and then tomorrow I have some new stuff to show you guys about for Miley. Just a lot of car stuff coming this weekend. I feel like I've just been missing touching my car. I haven't done anything with my car in such a long time. I haven't started my car or cleaned it or even done anything with my car since air to water, which was like 2.5 weeks ago, I think. Hasn't moved. I literally parked my car after air to water and it's been sitting since then. So we are getting back into the car vlogs. I've missed them. I know you guys have missed them. If you're excited for some Mk3 Volkswagen content, hit the thumbs up button right now because we're getting straight back into it. But I also want to say a massive thank you to you guys. I know travel vlogs and me like not Volkswagen based content isn't your favorite thing ever, but I really appreciate all the support on the past few vlogs, whether I've been in Texas or South Florida. I always try and find some cars to do, and I get a little bit here and there, but I really appreciate the support on all of the videos I have, even though they're not Mk3 related. But like I said, I'm back home now, so the content's gonna start flowing again. We got new stuff for my car tomorrow. We're doing VR6 stuff with Greg. My VR6 is coming soon. A whole lot of stuff coming, so just get excited for that. But like I said, I am at Greg's house now. The little CC looking good in the rotiforms. The garage is closed though, so I'm not sure he's home. I hope he is. Let's give Mr. Greg a call here real quick. Also, peep the phone case. Thank you, Rub-a-Dub. Shout out to you. Let's give Greg a call. Let's see if he's home. He should be here. The CC's here, but let's make sure.
Yo.
Hi, how are you?
What's up?
I might be at your house.
You might be.
Might be. Like my camera might be set up on your CC right now. Not confirmed, but it might be a thing.
Oh. Alright.
Are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, making sure.
Alright.
Bye. Confirmed. He's here. Awesome. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, he's gone. Where'd he go? What the heck? So since I've been gone, I've missed some stuff. The green car's all pulled apart. The bumper's off there. This is his old engine there, and that would be the top end I'm buying for my car. I believe there's the old manifold there. No, that's actually his current manifold, and the engine's in. Look at that. Look at that. It's super close. So what's left?
Wiring. Finish bolting everything back in.
So
just attaching everything.
It's close. It's very close then.
Yeah.
I'm so excited here at Rana. I just praying now. Everyone in the comments pray, no smoke. Cause it smokes. You said it's
That's it.
it's done. We're scrapping it. We're just gonna scrap it. But it's close. Engine is in. Super close. So if you're more wiring things, the harness, be more the manifold and stuff, and it's almost there. So this is the top end of Greg's old VR6 went into my car. All rebuilt, repolished, not repolished, resurfaced, all that fun stuff. It had what? All the Tectonic tuning stuff in it, right?
Yeah.
He is keeping the cans for his engine that's going in his car now, so I will buy cans for this one, but I don't have to buy all the heavy-duty retainers and stuff because it already has it, which is really clean. And his engine ran, look how clean it is. Like, it's super clean, so I'm excited for this. There's the old manifold of the VR6 and some mounts and stuff down there. This is the trans that's going to my car because mine got crushed. This is Greg's nicely. He was going for polish and then it got too much, so he did like what's it even called? The brush. He did brush instead of polish. This is one that you did polish, right on? That was almost polished, and you're like, you know what? No thanks.
No, it was polished. It's just that the imperfections in the aluminum.
Yeah. Oh, the little pitting you had.
Yeah, too many.
Yeah, so he was polishing this one. He had like little pits he couldn't get out. And so he said, you know what? We're doing brush. So he did brushed with black inserts, which looks really good. I'm going to do mine just all black, but I like how this looks. So he said, yep, that's the transmission into my car. The head over there for mine. I'll be buying the portion of the downpipe for mine as well. I don't need the shift cable box. I already have that. I have almost everything, but a few things like this, that, and a new top end over there. And then whatever else Greg doesn't need off of this one or off of that one, and the pieces here, I'll be buying for my engine. And essentially finishing both our engines off of one we bought from Tampa.
Switching pulleys instead.
So right now we're trying to get the bolt off of this one for the power steering pump down there, because on the new engine he bought, it came with one that's over here, I believe. You take it? You stole it. Where'd it go? Oh, it's in your hand. With a fancy red pulley on it. I'm trying to switch them. So this bolt down here right there will not break free. He was going to swap the entire pump and pulley, but since this bolt won't come free, we're only swap just the pulley. So we'll have the red one here and keep the same power steering pump. Power tools. Good Lord. I hate those bolts instead of those. Such a pain. If you guys remember when I tried to do my timing belts, I stripped out like 3 of like the 6 in my in the bottom crank pulley. Those little hex, they're such a pain. I hate them with a passion, and Greg's finding that out now as well. We're using power tools. I use the air compressor and power tools, and now he's got all this weight, and yeah. They either don't come out or they strip. Such a pain. Oh, we got it. Nice. One more to go. Nice. 1 pulley down, 1 to go. So whichever power steering pump Greg doesn't decide to use, and whichever AC compressor he doesn't decide to use, I'm gonna try and put on my car and hopefully they work, because my car has to have AC and power steering, because it's Florida. It's way too hot to not have AC, and power steering is just a hassle to not have. So hopefully we both those worked out. So here's the new pulley, the red unorthodox pulley right there, unorthodox racing, super fancy. And here's the OEM one. This one's actually a bit bigger. Like, I'm surprised how much bigger it is. Like, you see that? Goes around the entire thing. So this one's actually a good size beer. I'm not sure what the advantage of being bigger is than this one. Greg, what's the advantage of having this pulley be bigger than that pulley? What does it do?
It's lighter, slows everything down, being bigger diameter.
Ah, so there you go.
It frees up horsepower in the motor.
Nice. So this one's bigger than this one, frees up horsepower, and it's been slower and takes stress off. So there you go. Unorthodox racing. So yeah, I told you it had horsepower. I told you it had horsepower. But I think it's because it's red, that's why it has horsepower, not because it does all the other fancy
Oh yeah, it's only because it's red.
Only because it's red.
No.
Hey, all 3. That was way easier than the last one. Alright, so all 3 bolts broke free on this one. Very nicely, so I can swap over the pulleys. Old pulley off, fitting on the new one now. That really looks so cool. You can kind of see the alternator one here, also unorthodox racing, and then the crank down there. Maybe over here. The crank's also red. Look at that. Wow, shiny. So what did the crank and alternator do the same thing like that one?
Yep.
So is this one bigger or smaller now? Are they all bigger?
It's a little bit. I think the alternator one is almost the same. It might be a little bit bigger. The crank one is definitely lighter.
Lighter? Okay, I thought they were. I didn't know much about them. I thought they were just different colors to be fancy. But they also serve a purpose, which is cool. Just like that, new pulley's on. Look at that. And it's functional. Nice. I love how clean and simple the engine bay looks. I think when I get my engine pulled, I'm going to trailer it up to Fernando, have him spray it blue to match my car, and then the whole engine bay and stuff will be black. So black, heart of the car, and then all blue the rest of it. Greg's engine bay is only partially shaved, and I think it looks really, really good. Greg, tell them how long it takes, or anyone
too long.
Anyone thinking to do a shaved bay, just go ahead. Tell them how long this took, or like, for the most part, it takes a super long time. You need to have a welder, or drop your car off somewhere, but it takes a long time. And he'd even fill the side holes here on your side, but it still looks super clean. But how long does this take you?
Man. A couple hours a day after work. Months?
And then you had someone come here with a welder to weld stuff, right?
Yeah.
It takes a lot. If you don't have all the tools necessary, this will take you a long time, and the car will be down for a really long time.
Pieces on the car because I didn't want to go take the dash out.
Wasn't it catching fire? Like when you weld back here,
kind of.
It gets very hot inside, so you have to like worry about causing fires back there. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah. So my buddy was welding here, and I was inside the car with a bucket and a sponge.
That's so funny.
Putting out fires.
That's ridiculous. So I probably won't go this crazy, but I like how we smooth all the sides out. Over here, there's normally like rubber. It's like textured, so you smooth all that out. You welded, what parts did you weld in? Or where did you weld?
There's holes here.
Oh yeah, there's little circle holes here.
Holes here, some small ones around.
Holes in the back.
All the holes for the wiring and harness.
Okay, yeah, over there, I see what you're saying.
Same thing. More holes here. There were some holes around the end.
There's a lot of work that goes into a shape. I don't think people realize how much goes into this. Like between getting it painted, well, pulling the engine out, sanding everything down, cleaning all the corners up, welding everything, getting it sprayed. There's a lot of time and effort.
To a 2.0 brake system here. So
the 2.0 looks way cleaner than the VR6. That's what I have in my car already, so I'm winning with that. But it looks really clean. There's a lot of work that goes into this. So if you think about doing a shaved bay or a partial shaved bay, just know there's a lot of work going into it. A lot of work. He said the wiring alone took 2 weeks, and he knows. Greg's good at wiring. Greg's very good at wiring. Still took him 2 weeks to rerun every wire. It took a long time to figure out what you can and can't delete. There's a bunch of stuff. I plan on like partially shaving mine enough that I'm gonna sand some stuff, smooth it down, paint it the same color as the car, and then engine's going back in. I don't really want to go crazy, shaving stuff, welding stuff. I don't want to do too much. I just want to look clean and simple. And I'm okay with this. Like this right here, this looks gorgeous. I probably won't go this far, but this looks good. I also want to heat wrap a lot of things, like the down pipe. And just like that, the front, that's like the secondary subframe is out. We had to go ahead and move this down real quick and hold the engine up because we had to fit the power steering pump through there. Also, this right here, this is a motor mount spacer Greg made himself. You made these, right, Greg?
Yeah.
What's his billet?
Oh yeah.
Super nice well not handmade, but self-made motor mount spacers. Pretty dope. Because the VR6s sit so much lower. Excuse me, I'm vlogging. Thank you. I'm vlogging, you're being loud. Yeah. But the VR6s sit so much lower than the 2.0s, so I'll be investing in new motor mounts and some spacers to get mine off the ground. So when I air out, it's not just crashing the pan into the ground, because that's gonna be no bueno. I lied. Greg only has one billet motor mount spacer, the rest are hockey pucks. But he said hockey pucks are cheap and they work amazing. And they're pretty, like, they absorb pretty well, don't they? Yep. With harder bushings and motor mounts, you feel a lot more of the engine, a lot more of the road a lot of times. So I'll probably use hockey pucks. They're already black, they'll match the engine bay, and they're cheap, so we'll probably do that. There it is. Nice fit. Greg also flipped his power steering line upside down, so it's not way down here, it's up higher out of the way. Kind of cool. I love this bucket of bolts down here. Just a massive bucket of bolts. If you own a Mark III, you will end up...
Angry bucket of
angry bucket. If you own a Mark III, you will 100% end up... I have one like that, Larry has one. You will end up with a bucket of just random bolts. Because every time you pull one of these cars apart, you put it together and you always have extra bolts. And I don't know why it is or where they go, but I have so many extra just everywhere. It's a pain.
Yeah.
One handing.
Alright. Yeah.
Where's the last one? I got it.
No, that's for the motor mount. Which
I didn't see it down here.
It's out somewhere.
The usual. Mark III bolts are lost. This is why we have extras all the time.
This is why we have extras.
I don't sit over here actually. You didn't sit up here somewhere?
No.
Wow. This is what happens with Mark IIIs. Things just disappear all the time. Found it. There we go. Nice. Power tools. Power tools are the best. The best. Your neighbors must hate you. Alright, secondary subframe back in. What do you need? Power tools? Power tools. Power steering pump assembled. I just remembered my crank pulley on my VR6 is a blue Eurosport one. So I am also part of the cool colored pulley gang. Not that anyone will ever really see the crank pulley way down there, but you know, I still got it, so it's whatever. Look, Greg has a cool Vento plate like I just got. Dope. If you want one of these plates, hit up Danny. I'll leave a link right there on the bottom. Go follow him on Instagram. Ask him for one, he'll make you one. It can say Jetta, Golf, Vento, whatever you want to say. He can do them on Euro plates like that or American plates. Either one, just let him know, he'll make it for you. So now we're putting the pulley back on.
Pulley's on. Get the belt on.
Oh, the belt's on. Sorry, yeah, the pulley's on. My bad. We're putting the belt on the pulleys. There we go. Learn terminology properly. Belt is going back on. Great success. Belt is on.
Let's make sure it's on 100%.
Let's sit in the front side here. That one's good. This one looks good. Nice. All right, belt's on. Now we start it. Right? This is fine. That would be fine. We'll throw some water in it. We just start it right up and it's good. Also, oil is a myth. Oil is a myth. Coolant's a myth. Just use water for everything and you're fine. You don't need gas. You don't need oil. Just fill your engine with water. It's fine. Oh, you not.
I did.
Oh no. No, you're fine. You're fine. It'll buff out. It'll buff out. I got it on camera though that you just beat your car up.
I don't care.
Poor car. Next up will be the valve cover, and then we're gonna do all. You gonna do all the top end tonight, or no? Gonna finish this, put the manifold and everything back on, or just a few things?
Manifold, maybe the bolts for the headers.
Nice.
Blah blah blah.
So we have a pretty assembled looking engine by the end of this. Gasket going back in, and Greg says gasket maker or gasket sealer in the corners.
Yep.
A little bit in the corners.
As per the Bentley manual.
Per Bentley manual, straight from the factory. Gasket in the corner to help seal it up so you don't have any leaks. Valve cover going on, and it matches the top manifold very nicely. Black and silver, black and brushed. Bolting up the headers now, making sure they're all nice and tight. Note to self, magnetic light is a must. Headers bolted up, connections on there put together, and now fuel lines are going back on. What was your advice, Greg, about fuel lines?
Make sure they're tight, or else you're gonna roast your car.
Then it's burn all the Mark 3s for real. And no one wants to do that. They say burn all the Mark 3s, but no one, for the most part, none of us actually mean it literally. My friend Gus, his car did burn down. Put a picture here. Feel bad for him. You remember that car? Gus's yellow Mark 3 GTI?
Yes.
Burnt to the ground. First test drive, he took it out, burnt to the ground. I felt so bad.
Sad.
Yo, first test drive, this car,
That was
toast.
sad.
I put it right. I felt bad. I felt so bad. So this is his car here, pre-fire. Here's a picture of it, first on fire. And then if you go back, this is a picture of it completely engulfed in fire. And then,
Wasn't it motor?
yeah, this one here is a video of it. Look at this thing, like
It's usually always just fume.
completely, look at that, like complete torch to the ground. I couldn't even believe this. Holy crap, I haven't seen this in a long time. Good grief. So two very important things. One, make sure all your wiring and fuel stuff is done properly. Check it, double check it, triple check it, make sure it's proper. And two, if you're doing first starts, first test drives, have an extinguisher in your car. You know what, just keep one in your car regardless if it's been running for years. Put one in your car because no one wants a car to burn to the ground like that. I would just probably sit back and cry if my car's on fire. I don't know what I would do. So keep an extinguisher in your car, check all your lines, make sure they're good. Shifting these back together, and next up will be the front motor mount. Fuel rail all hooked up. Looking like an engine again. Looking like an engine again. At a good stopping point for today. Greg has to leave in a little while, but got a lot done. Power steering's back in. Got your belts back on. The new pulleys on. Valve cover gasket and valve cover on, and intake manifold. Looking like an engine. The headers are bolted in back here. The fuel rail stuff's back on. Looking really good. Making good progress. So pretty soon we get that first start up. Greg, do you ever want to do this again? Ever?
No.
I think this is what, the third time? Third or fourth time? Third time, he had that whole engine pulled out, opened, stripped down, and re-put the whole thing back together and back in the car. It gets old, doesn't it?
I'm not doing this again.
I'm hopefully going to do this one time. That's why mine's taking so long. I want to make sure everything's on it, right, proper, new parts, even though it probably won't be one time done. There always breaks the Volkswagens. But as minimal times I can pull the VR6 in and out of my car is what I'm going to try and do. Giving it a quick little wipe down, make it a little nice and shiny again. So pretty soon a lot of these VR6 parts will go to my engine. The downpipe portion there, the trans, the heat shields over there. I'm actually going to probably use the clutch off that one. You said the ACT one, Greg?
Yeah, but I think it's just like a regular stage one,
like a little bit of a slight upgrade from OEM, but I hit the clutch, this one's good. It's right down there, actually, the yellow one down there. Probably got that. The top end over there. A lot of things to finish my engine up. I'm excited. So aside from all the parts I'm getting from Greg here, there's a handful of things I still need to buy on my own for my engine, but it's not too far out. I would still say probably maybe 2-3 months. I don't want to rush it, but it's not too far out. So whatever Greg doesn't use for his engine and whatever I don't use for my engine will be for sale. So in a little while, a lot of parts through here will be for sale. So if you need VR6 parts or just Mark 3 parts in general, very soon there'll be a bunch of stuff for sale. A bunch of stuff for sale, like the Smiths. Those are for sale.
2,500 bucks.
There you go. What are the specs? Say the specs.
16 by 7.5. Could you hold 1 second? 7.5, 16 by 7.5 in the front. ET17 with spacers.
And then 9.5 in the rear, right?
9.5 in the rear. ET12.
There you go. You want some Smiths? Buy them up.
1.5-inch lips in the front. 3.5 in the back.
Back here. Bam.
3 in the back.
Super nice. And they're VR 5100, so they'll fit your car if you have VR6 or if you want to run adapters. Either way, there they are. I'm gonna add a little 42 draft design plug in there. My block has one of these.
Doesn't want to go in.
You just gotta believe.
Doesn't want to go in.
You just gotta believe.
Doesn't want to go in.
You supposed to like hammer it in or should it just like pop in?
It should just pop in. I don't want to go in.
Maybe not today. Not today. Alright, all done playing with VRs for tonight. I will see you guys back at the house. And we are back. It feels so good to stand in this spot next to my car, next to Miley, and vlog again. I haven't been in this garage to film in such a long time, and it just feels right. I feel at home. I'm actually at home, but I feel at home. It feels good. I'm excited about this. So we made really good progress on Greg's car today, which is awesome. Tomorrow I'm going back over there in the morning, bringing Miley there. We have some more wiring to get put together, a few more pieces to put on, and then if we end up getting coolant, oil, and a few other things like that, we may try and start it. So fingers crossed, we get the things we need, and we can try and get a VR6 first startup tomorrow, which will be awesome. I want to see his car running. I'm sure you guys do as well. He wants his car to run with no more problems. This is kind of what happens when you pull an engine apart. things happen, but hopefully tomorrow will be the day that Grace's car is 100%, it's running, it's ready to go. And then also you saw in last vlog, I got a box upstairs for Miley here. My floor mats finally came in, and I also got a really cool Vento European plate, a showroom plate for my car as well, which I'll show you guys tomorrow. Get them put in the car, get the plate put on the car, get it all just looking good, looking good. So that is gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys are excited to get back into the Mark III, the Volkswagen, the original kind of content for the vlogs. I'm excited to be back. I feel good. I feel good filming this stuff again. It's been a long time and I've missed it, so I'm super excited for this. I think the only way to finish off this vlog, it was a nice cold start of Miley. So if you enjoyed today's video, thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe. We're actually almost to 3,000 subscribers, which is actually crazy. Thank you guys so much. Do not forget to be thankful for every single day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Let's get the cold start. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.